What's going on, everyone? You're watching Ash on Comics. Take a look at this wallpaper and despair. Because here's today's comic. Superman number 16. The Super Sons return. Oh, yay! Except it's Brian Michael Bendis. Oh, boy. Yikes. Let's just get right into it. Swamp Kid no one cares about. Dogs drinking. You might hear in the background. This is the first page. This is a page in a Superman comic. Look at this. Look at this. And for those of you who are maybe just listening on the side, let me read to you. I'm going to read to you this text verbatim without ad-libbing anything. Hey, Damian. Hey, it's me, Jon. I'm, as we speak, stuck on my grandfather's spaceship somewhere outside the Andromeda Galaxy, and I just now maybe realized at this moment that coming out here was maybe the dumbest idea I've had, including the idea you were just thinking of when you think of the dumbest idea I've ever had. So I kind of feel bad about how I just kind of left, and now I wish I hadn't. I am sending this to you to say hi and to say sorry and to say that if you're jealous that I'm out here, don't be. I'm going to try to get back like ASAP. I'm coming home, and if you get this and I'm not home, do not sell the card collection. That was an entire full-page splash of Superman comics. And then we get this two-page sort of semi-spread where we get Damian fighting Leviathan. Yo, whoever's answering the phones at the Hall of Justice, if you hear or see Batman, please tell him I have a large cluster of goons trying to steal a yacht on the North Piers of Gotham. And that's what I'm calling them from now on. You hear that? I'm not calling you Leviathan. DC Comics proudly presents Superman featuring the Super Sons. And here are the guilty parties, in case you care. That is a family name. You cluster of goons are now officially and forever to be called a cluster of goons. Plus, you have the entire superhero community looking around every corner, and you have the nerve to show up in Gotham on my watch? We did the homework. Batman is out of the city. Punch. Yeah, but there are things worse than Batman. Yeah, like little kids. This is Superman 24. So take a look here, get a nice look at the art. It's oh so silly Billy. Damian's fighting these goons on a pier, and then the whole ship blows up, but of course Damian's okay because nothing matters. And then Superboy shows up because he saw the explosion. Hi, Damian. Apparently, Superboy is played by Brandon Stark. So, it's me. It's real. Take it in. I'll wait. It's okay. This one's totally on me. Like, totally. I've had a lot of time to think about how to handle this, and I've decided I'm just going to let you take it in for as long as you... Ting. He throws a batarang at his head. I was on the way to your place and I saw a big ting. I get it, Damian, but What happened? Oh, God, look at this. This is like a little kid's book. And it's just full of Brian Michael Bendis' silly Billy sitcom dialogue. That's just back and forth banter, that nothing matters. Oh, it's a long story. Gold kryptonite? No. Kryptonian puberty? Everyone keeps saying that. Is gold kryptonite even a thing? If it is, we don't have any hidden away in the Batcave in case of emergency with the other color-coded kryptonites. What? And then, of course, just like normal sitcoms, that dialogue wasn't actually meant to go anywhere. It was just meant to get the laugh track to engage. Meanwhile, I went with my grandfather. We got stuck in time. It took years to get back. I'm back. Ting. And now I'm going to hug you. Do not hug. Engage laugh track. Get it? That's all that it is. It's just snappy, like witty line after witty line, but it's not really witty. It's just an attempt to be witty. And each scene just keeps going like that. It's just situation comedy. And the dogs. Good Lord. Sorry, I can't put them on camera. I'm doing this as a screen capture. So we cut over to Superboy saying he was talking to his dad. Damian thinks he's actually Leviathan. What were you thinking about, Dad? Oh, just this new Leviathan. It's a new evil organization made up of all the old enemies. Made up of all the old ones, plus stuff we don't even know about yet. Wow, sounds cool. It's not. Sorry. You're Leviathan, says Damian. And then they just go back and forth and yell at each other. And then they decide, let's go get hot dogs. Look, it's so silly, Billy, eating the hot dogs and stuff with their face on a gargoyle because they're gargoyle dogs. Get it? And it's just more banter. I'm just going to show you. And then they decide, oh, well, let's go fight some crime. And so we get 17-year-old, almost an adult Superboy with 14-year-old Damian. It's stupid. Just when you think about this, remember when you were a senior in high school and how much you really enjoyed hanging out with freshmen? It just didn't happen. There's a world of difference between 14 and 17. And whatever. This is part of the fundamental problems that Bendis has created with Superboy. Now, later on in this book, some of the art gets pretty good. I really like this panel here. Just, it's still really cartoony. And if this was like a silly book, if this wasn't Superman, if they were just like, hey, we're going to do a goofball book, this artist would be great for it. I could totally see him doing something that's... I'm trying to think of a character that this might fit. I don't know, like a Gwenpool style book. But look at this panel here. Even though it's well illustrated, it's just, look at the villain. Oh, silly Billy. Oh, it's just, what happened to comics, man? Oh, and now the sun's coming up, and they've fought crime, and so Damian's got to go. And he looks at him and says, "Hey, all that crap you went through, you got home. You did that." Yeah. And so Superboy has told Damian about his invitation to join the Legion of Superheroes in the future, and Damian's all about it. Really, dog? You just drinking away. I swear, hours will go by, no drink. As soon as you start recording a video, it's just like, oh, they're so thirsty. You can't get on camera. Sorry. Anyways, back to I'm sitting here talking to the dogs on them. Anyways, so Damian's like, seriously, if you gotta go to the future, save me a space. If you don't, I don't know, come back here and buy me a bunch of beer or something. You don't drink. It just feels like we're wasting an opportunity here. You have a bat cave. Hey, this felt great, like nothing's changed. Damian's about to go. Then he comes back and hugs Superboy. Oh, look, it's so cute. And the hug, and then he dies away, and then Superboy has got a grin, and he's floating, and it's... Meanwhile, back at the Fortress of Solitude, that's in the middle of Bermuda. Stupid. Superboy comes back home, and he's talking to his cartoony dad. I spoke to Mom. As did I. And? What do you think? Really, what's this look? I think I'm jealous. Really? You want to go? I am jealous of the choices in front of you. I never really had that many. What? Superman joined the Superman was part of the Legion of Superheroes as a boy. This has already happened. Of course, Bendis doesn't know any. I barely know DC continuity, and I know this. Whatever, so stupid. And then, of course, in the middle of all this banter, Saturn Girl shows up, and oh, look how cute she is. It's so silly, Billy. The Fortress of Solitude. I'm gonna cry. Intruder. Stand down, Keelix. It's a friend. From the future. Hello, Saturn Girl. And then she's asking him if he wants to go, and Superboy is like, oh, can I first see peek? And she uses her little telepathic powers to show him the future. And he's like, wow, thank you. That's the future. Yeah. Wow. I can't believe I was even debating this, let alone planning toward a pass. And then Superman's just fumbling with this gadget. And this? So you can call him home anytime. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, remember that last time you had the ability to do that thing when he went off into space and then it promptly just broke and then Superboy was lost in space for 7 years because you're the most dipshit fucking father ever to be on the planet? You're oh, I guess there's a good idea. I'll just send my son 1,000 years into the future with this other technical device. Then, yeah, I can call him back. And that surely won't break this time. Nothing will go wrong this time. So he says to his son, you'll come home for special occasions, and I might be back in 10 minutes. To answer you before, if I were you, I would do this. I have gotten a peek at the future. I think you need to see it. Temporal anomaly detected. Love you, Dad. Love you more. That's completely impossible. Temporal anomaly function no longer detected. The end. Now, as you can see, as typical of a Brian Michael Bendis book, there is zero plot. It is literally just right by the seat of your pants, scene after scene of just dialogue. It's all to reach the end scene. He always comes up with an end scene that seemingly never has to do with the next book. And this is just a joke. When you look at the cover of this book and you see this Return of Super Sons, this is like, no, you're just rubbing it in fans' faces. This is not the Super Sons. This is some weird attempt to try to be like, look, you got your Super Sons. No, this is an attempt to get rid of Jonathan Kent out of the continuity, the main continuity. Also to get rid of Damian. You're going to send him in the future, it seems like. This is the Super Sons that we miss. This is what you killed, Brian Michael Bendis. This was great. This was utter garbage. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Leave your comments down below. I'm sorry you had to see this, but maybe I saved you $4.